If you're a freelancer, a creator, or self-employed in any way, your budgeting app is built on a lie. The lie is that your income arrives on the 1st and the 15th, like a polite little office worker clocking in. But your income doesn't clock in. It shows up whenever it feels like it, sometimes after chasing a client for 6 weeks with increasingly desperate emails. And that one, simple, fundamental misunderstanding is why you always feel like you're failing at money. It's not you. It's your software. Your app is trying to fit your chaotic, beautiful, freelance life into a neat little corporate box, and it just doesn't work. Today, we're going to perform a digital exorcism on your phone. We're getting rid of the apps designed for 9-to-5ers and finding the ones that actually understand the glorious, terrifying chaos of irregular income. Because in 2026, you're not alone in this, not by a long shot. Let's start with the core problem. I call it the Paycheck Delusion. Every popular budgeting app you see advertised is designed around a monthly salary. It asks, "What's your monthly income?" and expects a single, stable number. Then it helps you divide that number into neat little spending categories for the next 30 days. For a salaried employee, this is fine. It's helpful even. For a freelancer, it's a joke. Your income isn't a pie chart, it's more like a weather forecast in a hurricane. One month you make $10,000, the next you make $800 and eat ramen for a week. Trying to plan that on a monthly basis is just setting yourself up for failure. And this isn't some tiny niche problem anymore. Recent reports for 2026 show there are over 76 million freelancers in the US alone. That's nearly half the workforce. We're not an edge case, we're becoming the standard. Yet the software hasn't caught up. It's still treating us like we're just weird office workers who forgot where our cubicle is. So what does a freelancer asterisk actually need from a budgeting app? It's not about tracking your latte spending to the penny. It's about solving 3 much bigger problems that salaried people never even think about. The first, and most important, is tax. Serious when you get a big check from a client, let's say $5,000, that money is not your money. A big chunk of it, maybe 30%, belongs to the government. If your app just sees income, $5,000, and gives you a green light to spend it, it's actively helping you commit future tax fraud. A proper freelance app doesn't just track income. It immediately helps you partition it. It knows that $5,000 is really $3,500 for you and $1,500 for your future tax bill. It helps you move that tax money into a separate digital envelope or even a separate bank account, so you literally can't touch it. The second problem is cash flow forecasting. A normal budget app looks backwards. It tells you that you spent too much on tacos last week. Thanks, Captain Hindsight. A freelancer needs an app that looks asterisk forwards asterisk. It needs to be a crystal ball, not a rearview mirror. Instead of a monthly budget, you need a cash flow calendar. This shows you your bank balance over time, plotting out when your known bills are due and when your invoices are asterisk supposed asterisk to get paid. This lets you see the cliff before you walk off it. You can see that, oh, in 3 weeks my balance is gonna dip dangerously low, so I'd better follow up on that invoice or find a small project. And the third problem is separating business from life. Did you buy that new microphone for your podcast or for yelling at your friends on Discord? Is that Uber ride a business meeting or a trip to the bar? A standard app just lumps it all under transportation or shopping. A freelance-focused app makes this dead simple. You swipe one way for business, the other for personal. At the end of the year, you have a beautiful, clean report of all your tax-deductible expenses. This isn't just organizing. This is actively finding money the government says you're allowed to keep. Okay, so we've established that most apps are useless. Which ones aren't? The good news is the market is finally catching up. In 2026, there are a handful of tools built specifically for us weirdos. Let's do a quick rundown. First up is the big one, QuickBooks Self-Employed, or its newer version, Solopreneur. This thing is a tax machine. Its main job is to scan your bank accounts and help you categorize every single transaction as business or personal. It then uses that data to give you a real-time estimate of your quarterly tax bill. It's not cheap, around $20 a month, but it can easily save you thousands in missed deductions or late fees. If you're just starting out and the thought of another subscription makes you want to cry, check out Wave. It has a surprisingly powerful free plan that includes invoicing and basic expense tracking. It's more of an accounting tool than a budgeting tool, but it gets the job done for separating your business finances without a monthly fee. You'll just have to be more hands-on with the tax planning part. Now for the all-in-one life planners, you have apps like Monarch Money or Origin. These are designed to give you a complete picture. Your business income, your personal spending, your investments, your net worth, everything. Monarch recently added an AI assistant that can forecast your spending, which is getting closer to that crystal ball we talked about. They're great if you want one dashboard to rule them all. Curious, and then there's the cult favorite, You Need a Budget, or YNAB. YNAB is different. It's less of an app and more of a religion. Its philosophy is give every dollar a job. It forces you to budget only with the money you actually have right now asterisk, not the money you hope to get. For freelancers, this is huge. It breaks the feast or famine cycle by making you live on last month's income. It has a steep learning curve, but its fans are passionate. So which one is right for you? Look, the perfect app doesn't exist. QuickBooks is great for taxes, but clunky for personal budgeting. YNAB is amazing for discipline, but doesn't handle business expenses elegantly. Monarch gives a great overview, but might be overkill if you're just starting. The real takeaway here isn't to download a specific app. It's to change your mindset. Stop thinking like a monthly budgeter and start thinking like a cash flow manager. Your job isn't to track where every dollar went. Your job is to make sure you have enough cash on hand to survive the valleys and to save enough from the peaks. If you do only one thing after watching this video, do this. Open a new, separate, free online savings account. Right now. Name it Tax Money, do not touch. Every single time a client pays you, before you do anything else, transfer 30% of that payment into that account. That one habit is more powerful than any app you could ever download. Because the tools are just there to support the system. And the system for freelancers is simple. Pay the government first, pay your future self second, and then only then live off what's left. Once you get that right, the app you use barely matters. If this helped you feel a little less crazy about your money, you'll probably like the other videos on this channel. In the next one, we're talking about the single biggest mistake freelancers make when setting their prices. Subscribe if you don't want to miss it.